What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Whoa, 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 whoa. All right, y'all. Welcome to the show. I'm your host, Yohana Ali. This is our first time out, so if you're joining the show. This is our first time out, so we about to head into this reptile store right here. I think it's a reptile store, something like that. But I told y'all I like animals, so this is what we about to check out. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hello, hello, hello. Bless, bless, bless. How you doing? How you doing? This is the owner right here. Introduce yourself.
I'm Cameron, how are you?
All right, all right, all right. He's gonna show us around this facility right here. What we got going on.
And I'll meet right up with you.
All right, all right. All right. So we're gonna check this out, see what else you got going on. So first thing we're gonna check out. See right here. All right, y'all. We got some peacocks right here. Got some peacocks going on. What else we got here? So, I'm not no cameraman, so you got two of them right there. And what we got going on right here is a Burmese python, albino. Kind of big. Let's see what we got going on right here. Got some other interesting things over here. I don't know what this is right here. Look like that right there look like a beaver. Crocodile, shit like that. Boom, boom, boom. Got this right here. Nice facility. Boom, boom, boom. What else is? All right, this is the front of the facility. What does he have?
Come on this side here, okay?
Daddy,
I was showing you.
make sure the lighting all right. Y'all forgive me, I'm not no perfect cameraman, but let's get a little light sliding around, see what we got going on. We got tortoises. I'm gonna let him explain everything for y'all. Right now, we just give y'all a little sneak peek of like kind of stuff you're gonna be checking out over here on this channel. I don't know exactly what kind of tortoises these is, but they definitely got different shell. Down right, they got a definitely dope shell right there, right? Dope shell on that one. Hope I'm a good cameraman. I'm not that good of a cameraman, but we're gonna get it worked out. And here we got some African clawed frogs. Never seen no frogs like these. Y'all ever seen frogs like these? White and yellow frogs. Yeah. What else we got going on? It's a dope facility though. Got birds. A lot of birds. Got one up there. Two up there. How you doing? What else we have here? It's a Cobra right here. I wonder if he let me take him out. What else we got right here? Definitely want to take him out. I know all y'all want to see him, right? Boom, boom, boom. Got a lot of interesting stuff in here so far. So, we're just going to check out a couple more things. We got a lot of different turtles and stuff down in here. Y'all got to forgive me for straight from work. Had to come in here and check this out. Y'all hear that right there, right? What else we got here? I don't know what kind of bird this one is exactly. He pretty though. little feather in his mouth. Yes, we got. These right here is lit. I know I'm a horrible cameraman, but look. Horrible cameraman. Need to dust him off, yo. They need to dust him off, yo. This motherfucker here. Like a whole spider web up on this motherfucker right here. Giant. Need to get that one. Anyway, look, check that out. This is dope. What else we got over here? Then we got I think those are caimans right there. I ain't for sure. Those are caimans. Pretty sure. You got this joint. Introduce yourself. Introduce yourself to the people. What's your name? Introduce yourself, partner. Your girlfriend will. What's your name, Shawty? Early. Yo, you got some stuff up in here. Oh, that's my homie over there. Yo, last time I came in here, yo, this is my homie over here. I think he's trying to call me out. Because last time I came in here, I shouted him out. He might come up to the camera last time he came. Say what's up to the people. It's that blue joint right here. I don't know what kind of parakeet he is. I think he just wanted to get the camera time. There you go, got your camera time. You ain't got to yell like that no more. All right, check it out. Then my dude got all kinds of chickens back here. You say he got chickens and he don't smell bad. And he got some free eggs, so y'all know them eggs is up for price. Y'all see he got eggs back there, so when I tap in with him, you might get to save some eggs, and y'all know they fresh because they're coming straight from, that's your man right there. He putting in that work. That's the rooster, I guess. He put in that work. Ah, word. Check him out. Word. He pretty dope.
We're gonna get food and we'll feed the Cobra.
Oh, word. You heard that? So, good. Y'all get to see a dope one. Because if y'all know me, I'm used to having reptiles. I'm used to feeding them, used to it. So, what he about to do is feed this Cobra here. And that's if I'm right, I'm pretty sure it's the one we was checking out earlier. So you're gonna definitely get an opportunity to see some dope stuff on camera. But while we waiting on him, go back to my homie over here. We checking out this white cockatoo. I think that's what you call these joints, but I think this is a cockatoo over here. Say what's up to the people. You ever seen that movie, Rio? With the you know. I think this the same one. He mean as hell. He still mean. He still mad. Got your feathers back though, homie. All right. What else we got here? Nah. Here was the other one right here. See, this one here a little bit more laid back right here. The other one's over there. He was, you know, ice grilling and stuff. He was just ice grilling real bad. So. Dude got some stuff up in here. What's this right here? Y'all see those? I'm a horrible cameraman. I'm gonna see if I can get y'all right. See if y'all can see that right there. Nah, I ain't editing. Nah, I'm a horrible cameraman. Dig what I'm saying when it comes to, that's why most times y'all see me, I had it just single, I had everything set up, ready to go. I ain't got to even worry about not having the right lighting or none of that stuff right there. But y'all working with me, and I ain't doing no editing, so you can turn if you want to. But you ain't, 9 times out of 10, you ain't turning. Go check this out right here. What's this right here? Check him out. All right. Boom. What's this right here? Super Hog Island. Yeah, I don't know what this is right here, but check this out. This is a Mexican green rattlesnake. It's a male too. So you know, look at him. Check him out, y'all. Check him out. He look like he with the shits, right? He with all the shits. Yeah, he with all the shits right there. Let's see if y'all can see him real good. Can you see him? Hold on, let me make sure y'all can see him real good. Y'all check him out. Check him out, you see him? He in camera time? Yeah, he with all the shits. Dude right there with all the shits. What else he got right here? That's a Kimberly. Ooh. See, you can't see her. She kind of ducked off. Ooh. She's a red tail boa. I'm gonna get me one of these joints right here. I gotta get me a red tail boa. Oh man. I don't know whether y'all can see that one right there, but yo. Look like he hungry too. Well, she hungry. That's a girl right there. Skinks. I know y'all see that skink right there. Yo, see that thing was, yo, they got ears? The fuck? I ain't never know skinks had these ears or whatever that, it looked like it got ears on the side, right? It's crazy. Ooh, 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 ooh. I know y'all checked that right there, right? Yeah, shit. Oh man, that's beautiful right there. That's real beautiful. It's a hypo granite paradox. Oh, this paradox too? It's a male Burmese python. I'm trying to see where you paradox at. Because paradox just means, it's just, you know, oh, I guess it's that little flavoring right over in here. Nah, that's just, yeah, it might be just that little spot right there. And I don't see no any other genes popping out of him. I don't really see no other genes popping out of that one. Then we have this joint right here. It's a monitor lizard. I know one of them was supposed to be rare. I don't know whether it's this one or it might be this Asian joint right here. It might be this Asian joint right here. So if y'all can see this one right here, it might be this Asian joint. So I'm pretty sure it is. This is a yellow headed Asian water monitor. So like, I think this might be the only one in America, at least female wise. You know what I mean? I do know my shit. I do know some shit. Let's see what else. Waiting on my man to come back out. He said he's gonna feed the Cobra over there. So for y'all who have never witnessed a snake eating its prey, it's gonna be very interesting. I'm so used to it, you know what I mean? I used to breed them, so.
Got a fancy little stand there, man.
Oh yeah, fancy stand. That's the only right here. So we about to feed the Cobra? All right. So I told y'all we about to, some live stuff. I can see it, yeah.
What, y'all feeding it that ride or something?
All right. So check this right here, yeah. We going in.
Oh, heck no. Are you just scaring it at that point?
Doesn't have good vision.
Oh,
hell
y'all see that right there? Y'all see that right there? Yeah, that's definitely dope.
Oh, hell no.
Mm-hmm. See that right there? That's light. That Cobra might be a private eater. That one right there might be a private eater right there. So.
It just doesn't have good vision. It's old and it wasn't kept well prior.
Okay.
So these are all rescues.
All rescues?
All rescues.
Every animal in here is a rescue animal.
Pretty much. Except a few.
Which ones are you? Ooh, that one's there. Oh, yo, he is beautiful.
This is one of the only species of cobra in the world right now that has no anti-venom.
Oh, so that means I need to stand a little bit further back. But look, I'm so used to dealing with snakes, I just didn't get an opportunity to have a cobra, which I did want. I wanted a king cobra.
Damn, that one, you fight it, man. Like it.
That one's beautiful.
I always wanted a king cobra when I was younger.
Look at her.
Barre.
She's beautiful. She's definitely
She's
beautiful.
just trying to play with her food.
She's definitely beautiful.
Y'all know not to play with your food.
She's beautiful. What else we got?
We're gonna feed the pup out of there.
All right.
Big ass door.
So how long you been doing this, man?
25 years.
25 years?
You got it.
All right. How long have you had this facility right here?
9.5 years. I bought this building 5.5 years ago. I've been in the commercial industry for 10.5 years, or 9.5 years now. But the rescue's been since 21 or 20. What does that say? Does that say 21 or 20?
So what we got here?
It's a West African pup adder. So over 5 years for the rescue now. She's an adult female and one of the fastest strikers in the world.
Okay.
But one of the most sedentary snakes in the world.
Yeah, that's definitely one of the quickest responses I ever seen.
They really don't do anything. They just kind of lay there. But you saw how fast the strike was.
Yeah.
That's an anticoagulant hemotoxic venom, so that'll kill you in roughly 20 to 30 minutes.
So
It makes you start bleeding out from every orifice on your body within 10 minutes, and then you're pretty much you're anemic, and then you pass away after that. So
after that, and what's the name of this one right here again?
this is called a West African puff adder or Bitis oriatin.
So what part of Africa do they come from? Do you know?
Cameroon, Cape, Côte d'Azur, Namibia. What is the other one that I had? I'm just thinking of localities. Those are the most common ones you're going to see in the hobby or the profession. But she was a severely obese girl when I took her out of it. Yeah, so he overfed her and underfed the 6 cobras I removed. And she was a balloon. She was probably going to die, honestly. So we didn't feed her for roughly 6 months and put higher heat on her just so she would lose some calories because they don't move. And it just kind of kicked in so she would move a little more. It upped her metabolism and she dropped down and now she's good weight. So she'll live a longer, healthy life.
Still having that food in her mouth.
Earl right here. Could you tell me about Earl right here?
Oh, that's one thing.
Earl's,
I can tell you that.
Earl is a special animal to me. He that was a phone call. That was a 911 call, 2 in the morning, probably 6-7 years ago now. And I had to drive 3 hours. They didn't know if he was dead or alive. He was covered in so many mites that we couldn't even tell he was an albino.
What?
Yeah.
Wow,
he was
that's
laying in
horrible.
his own urine for God knows how long. He was all burnt and everything.
I'm familiar with mites, but I got viewers and like they might not be familiar with what mites are.
Mites. So mites are a little tiny pepper grain bug that gets underneath the scales and it feeds off the blood of a reptile.
Kind of like
And
ticks.
it's basically a tick or a flea. You got it in reptile form. Reptile mites are just strictly reptiles. They can get on you. They won't feed on you. But once the animal is dead, though, they immediately evacuate just like a flea or a tick would. So these guys, I knew he was alive because they were still on him. But he was only 53 pounds. He was in respiratory failure, and he was infected all over his body. He had abscesses all over the place. And this animal made the 3-hour car ride home, and he made it through all of that. It took 10 months just to get him to start eating on his own. His first stomach in there is roughly, right now, his first stomach is this big, and it was this big.
Wow.
When we ultrasounded it. So that was roughly probably 2 years without food. And he was in a 55-gallon tank with no lid and he couldn't get out. That's how weak he was.
So if y'all can't see the full scale of how big he actually
He's
is.
about 13 and a half foot and he's about 85 pounds now.
Yeah,
he just ate a 4-pound rabbit last night. So
Jeez.
that's why he's
But could you imagine him in a very that was horrible. That was real horrible.
4 foot by 12-inch space. That's it.
That's like putting you in a casket. Basically, that's like putting you in a casket and not being able to move.
A half casket.
A half casket. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's like putting someone in a half casket. I know some of y'all might not care for reptiles, but like they're animals too. So
God made them all alike.
exactly. What else do we have? What else do we have in here? I noticed you have a lot of these birds, these exotic birds.
They all came from rescue situations. Buddy up there, he came out of South Jersey. It was a 911 call again. We pulled 5 birds out of an abandoned garage stall, which they were in there for about 3 years in the total darkness. And then there was 2 feral cats in there also, which stressed the birds out like crazy. His toenail, when we got back here, his toenail was wrapped around one of the cage bars on the bottom of the cage. So
Wow.
he can only go a short distance, just sliding back and forth. It took me roughly 30 minutes to clip that nail. And we're
Wow.
talking 3 in the morning too, so my aim wasn't the best. But finally got that, and he's been hanging out there. He only really likes women. He hates men. He hates kids.
Hey, I like him. He's my kind of dude. He's my kind of dude. I mess with him. What's his name again?
Buddy.
Buddy, yeah, you my buddy. Yeah, I mess with you, buddy.
He's cool, but he's had a mass on his leg, and we just finally got the confirmation that it was cancer. So
wow.
he's gonna live out the rest of his life here, happy as can be. It's at the point that it's too invasive to remove, so it grew into his bone and everything. But it kind of took off 1 week, and it went from this big to this big, and I knew it wasn't a benign mass at that point.
Wow.
We confirmed it, and yeah, so he's happy, he's healthy, he's eating, everything's cool. When it's his time, it's his time.
Yo, it's dope what you do,
Nothing
man. Hey, yo, it's dope what you do.
suffers.
Yo, I wanted to know about these birds. What's their species? I remember coming in here because they was
think
talking
they
to
are?
me. Parakeets?
They're not keats, no. They're lovebirds.
They're lovebirds.
So there's
Okay.
2 different species in here. They're all females. So that girl right there, her name is Mango. She's a bitch. But she's an older black-headed lovebird. And then this species here, and then there's another one that one.
Hold on. So
picked
there's
on.
only females in here?
There's only 3
Man, you
females.
got to get some males in here. They love birds. I mean, I don't know. Hey, look, however y'all want to do it, y'all can
But
do
the
it.
thing
But you know what I
is,
mean?
I'm not going out and buying a bird for rescues. They're for homie. What's up?
Question.
What's up?
Can I touch a snake?
Yeah, give me 1 second. All right. So these are called Fisher's lovebirds. There's one in there, and then there's usually one in the coconut. But
I love their beaks. They got these bright. I don't know
they're
if y'all can
gorgeous
see.
little birds.
Yeah,
The
they are.
lovebirds are mean as all hell.
Word.
Mean
They
as
love
all
birds.
hell.
Love birds, but
Yeah.
mean.
They're lovely to each other, or to the opposite sex of themselves, but not
Yeah.
as far as humans. No, I've
I-
tried to socialize the hell out of many lovebirds, and it doesn't go well.
Yeah. What about my man here?
So this is a 20-year-old Mexican orange iguana, and he looks pretty rough, but he is
Yeah, I ain't gonna
what
lie,
we
he
call
big.
atrophy. So that's loss of muscle mass. He eats every single day, and he eats a huge ass bowl. He loves his food and everything, but he came in a guy called me one day, and he said, "You want 2 iguanas? Because we don't have space for them anymore." He just
Wow.
basically wanted to toss them out, so he brought him here. I said, "Of course."
Wow.
And he brought him and an older big green male, and the big green male had a big mass on its face, which I ended up removing. But he lived a good, healthy life. But I think he was 17 when he came, so he
Wow.
lived to 21, and then he's 20 now.
Living longer than some of y'all out here, and that's sad. That's sad. That's sad. But like, look, that's
Yeah,
dope.
I mean, he still palpates good. He's lazy. He's retired. So he lives. We keep him in a smaller cage to kind of concentrate the heat better.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, he lived in a cage probably 10 times the size of that before this, but he likes this one better.
That's dope. Hey, look, it's one. I want to kind of circle around.
Yeah, go
Could you tell me about this lizard over here? Because I knew you had I came in here one day, and someone was telling me like she's like the only.
So that was true up until the beginning of this year.
Okay.
So she was one of like 15 to 20 of them in the U.S. at the beginning of 2025. And then a couple guys hatched some of these out, which they're one of the hardest ones to hatch out. They were a brand new species to us, so I give those guys a ton of credit. But I picked her up in a kind of a trade deal to get it out of somebody's hands. But these are basically an Asian water monitor, but just from a different locality. And they're smaller. They're a smaller species. So instead of her growing 4.5 foot as a full-grown female Asian, she's only going to get roughly 3 foot. So they're a much smaller species, but
So
much
she a shorter
more
Asian. She a shorter
defensive.
Asian.
You got it.
All right,
Yeah,
she a
Asian
shorter
water
Asian.
monitors are generally pretty soft and they'll let you handle them. Her, not so much. I have scars on my lips from trying to give her a little smooch, and she told
My
me otherwise.
my
so.
man's over here with the shit. He over here trying to give him smooch. And,
Oh, of course.
Hey, yo, look.
My
So I'm
favorite.
gonna let you go over here. Yo, matter of fact, we gonna film my man over here. He want to touch the snake. So like, look, we gonna do this on camera because I love to see people do things like this. Right? I'm so used to. I actually used to breed ball pythons. So yeah, I understand. So what we got here?
This
A regular normal?
This was a normal male that I pulled out of the basement with the cops in Kingston. He was hanging on an old sewer pipe.
What?
Yeah, he wasn't out very long. He looked good, but nobody claimed him. So
Yo, he's like a Ninja Turtle. He was down there with the Ninja Turtles right here. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, this is dope. He's pretty. How you estimate? You can't really. You
I
can't
would
really
say at least 4.
4.
At least 4. He's an adult male.
It's 4.
At least.
You know what I'm guessing? A little
What
kid.
that
A little kid probably snuck and bought him. Mom seen it like, nah,
Yeah,
get that up
maybe.
out of here.
Yeah, it was